this is what Amorim had to say after the game yesterday, straight after the game. And I just want to get the direct quote. Here it is. So this is what he said after the game yesterday. Back four, clean sheet. Mainu is injured. I don't need a press conference. We covered all the subjects, so can all go away and enjoy Boxing Day. And it may have been said in jest. It may have been a bit of banter, but actually I think it was, you know, actions speak louder than words. And I think that there was an element of frustration in those words as well. Almost he's mad about that, because that is not, last night is not what he's been doing for the last year. It's not what he was doing at Sporting. It's not what he was doing at Braga. That first half was not Amorim, and it worked. And you know why it worked? Because the crowd were happy, because it was familiar. The players were happy because they were playing on instinct. They were going back to what they're used to. They're not having to overthink it. And it worked really well. Now, in the second half, we still maintained... I watched a lot of the first half this morning. I woke up early. The second half, I fast-forwarded through a lot of it, to be honest. But I kept pausing it and having a quick look. Basically, I had about 45 minutes where I had to get through the whole game just to have a look at patterns and stuff. First half, predominantly back four. Very different to what we've been doing under Amorim for the last year. Second half, sometimes a back four, sometimes a back six. You know, sort of a mishmash of different things. And now Amorim could go, right, we're going to play a back four sometimes, and then we're going to play a back five, and he could do that. But it's a little bit like a porn star halfway through a porno stopping to go and get the coffees. Everyone wants a coffee and it's nice, but really we want to watch the rest of the film. And I feel like if Amorim is going to go, well, we'll be a back four sometimes and then we'll go back to my system, it's like that. Can we get on with the film, please? The coffee's nice, but can we just stick to the film? Also, I don't think we're intelligent enough. I don't think our players are intelligent enough to do the whole let's run before we can walk thing. You know, I think football is sometimes very simplistic. That's why some teams are launching long throw-ins. That's why some teams are going for corners at the moment. Football can be really simplistic and it goes through phases. And I think in the first half, it was really simple. And in the second half, it became very confused. And that's why the second half was very poor. He has a huge problem now. He has been exposed. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I don't feel in a bad mood this morning. I don't feel in an angry mood. I don't feel frustrated. I feel really, really happy. We've got loads of football, and that's football today. I can't wait. It's still Christmas. And Man United have won a game of football. And, you know, I've not felt this good in a long time about Manchester United. But he has been exposed yesterday because I thought I'd mention it on the match reaction. I want to know your thoughts as well. But I think he's got to... I want to see Man United playing with a back four. I don't want to see a fusion of anything. I don't want to see it sometimes being a back five. I don't want to see it sometimes being a back three. I just want to see Man United... I think our players are quite simple. And I think if we just play a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1, we'll be a better team. Look at the first half, right? A lot of people said it was because Mason Mount went off that we played better, that we played worse in the second half. He subbed Casemiro in 60 minutes. Like, there was a few reasons why we didn't play as well in the first half. Also, we're 1-0 up and he wants to protect that. I think some people misprofiled the game in the second half and went, it was Mason Mount that changed the game. We did miss Mason Mount's pressing, but I don't think we were going to press anyway. I think as soon as he gets 1-0, he goes defensive. We've seen it countless times. Away to Forest, away to Spurs, home to West Ham, against Bournemouth. As soon as we get a goal lead, he goes defensive. So the second half wasn't the first half. But when you look at the first half, we worked really well because the fullbacks had a player in front of them, Dorgu and Cunha. The number 10 just pressed with the attacker. And the midfielders just basically supported the press, but as a two, and sat in as a two. And it worked really well.